Okay, so today we're going to take a look at Midjourney, which is an AI art generation thing that anyone can use, and all you need is to have Discord in order to use it. So if you're watching this, you probably have Discord. So let's just take a look at the community showcase a moment. I just want to show you what kind of things can be made with this. And honestly, this is just frankly quite stunning that this is actually even just like the amount of effort that it would take an artist to create these artworks. And yet it's just been done in 5 seconds using just a text prompt. So let's have a look. Let's go and take a look. So what you want to do is you want to sign in here with Discord, and then it will take us to the server itself. Okay, so here we are on the Discord. So make sure to take a look at the rules before you start. But basically what we want to do is we want to go down to one of these newbie rooms here. There's these newbie rooms. So let's just pick one, and we're going to go into this newbie room, and we can see that people in here are going to be using the bot to start making some artwork. Let's make a folder for this so that we can keep all of our assets in a nice tidy space. You don't have to do this, you can do everything from the Discord, but I'm just neat and tidy, so we're going to do that. When you first start, we're only going to have about 25 calls. That's how many times we can call the bot. Okay, and because we've only got about 25 calls, I suggest that you keep a note file on your computer where you write down what you want to put into the bot, because if you mess it up or something, you're going to waste your precious calls, because other than that, you have to pay after that, and we just want to use it for free, for fun, for the moment. So I've got a notepad here. I also suggest that you write down how many calls that you've done. So I've done about 8 already, just testing it out. So let's just start here on about the 9th call. So I'm gonna type something now, and then we'll put it into the bot and see what happens. Okay. So I've written beautiful fantasy landscape, majestic floating castle, pastoral fields, distant mountains, resplendent light. Now you can see that. So basically, when you want to write a prompt, obviously mess around and write whatever you want. But when we write a prompt, we want to write something that we're trying to draw it out of the machine, because it is just a machine. So it doesn't. You got to play around with your words, I guess. So try and make it sound, I don't know, nice. Right, now I'm going to add on the end --AR169. So that is a little code that we can add on the end to tell it the aspect ratio, AR for aspect ratio. That's the aspect ratio that we want. It will default to square, but we want it to be 16:9 because that will create a wallpaper-like effect. So we're going to, oh my goodness. So here we are in the server, and you can see people are putting their things in here. This person's put ancient people, cyberpunk, modern world 8K. That's very interesting. So what we want to do is we want to type /imagine, okay, not image, which is similar, is /imagine. So we're going to type that in. We're going to paste our prompt in, which says beautiful fantasy landscape, majestic floating castle, pastoral fields, distant mountains, resplendent light, and then aspect ratio 16:9. Okay, so we're going to press go, and we're going to see what happens. Someone's just done America winning Raw against Russia here. It's quite funny. Alright, let's see what we get. So it's going to wait to start. Okay, so it's starting. And we need to scroll up to keep our thing in the go. It says the percentage as well of it going through it. So we just need to wait. But we can see it coming in here. We can see some interesting things. Now, it's actually making 4 images, making 4 variations for us. And you can see on this person's one here, there's these buttons, these U buttons and these V buttons. And what that does is the U stands for upscale and the V stands for variation. So if we like an image, we can press V on that image and it will give us multiples of that image. And the upscale is for making it like HD, because it's not going to be very big. Now, if you do an upscale or a variation, that will use one of your calls. So be very wary about that, because you don't want to waste. Now we've nearly done here. It's on 90%. So when it's done, it's going to actually drop it at the bottom. So we need to scroll down now to grab it. And there we go. It's going to ping us and tell us it's done. So here we go. Here is our image. So yeah, I think, yes, it has got the pastoral fields as well. Okay. So let's open the original a moment, but I think it's the same size regardless. So here it is, and we're going to save that image. We're going to save it into my Midjourney folder that I literally just made on my desktop, so we can come back to that at any time. All right, so there we go. I think we've done quite good there. The castle isn't actually floating, which is interesting, but I'm still really happy. I think that looks really cool. Okay. All right, so yes, like I say, we could upscale one of these and we could get a variation to see even more. But let's move on to something else for now. You can just look online for the Midjourney documentation, and there's lots of things that we can do. So I've already talked about the aspect ratio here, the AR thing. But one of the things we want to take a look at, let's look at no. Is the negative prompt. So like it says -- no plants would try to remove plants. So let's use that. Now I've written another prompt. It is attractive, handsome male vampire pirate captain. Dynamic pose at the helm of a ghostly galleon, haunting and beautiful. Okay, so what we want to do for that, I'm going to do -- no, and then I'm going to write beard, because we don't want him to have a beard. We want to see his handsome face with unobscured, okay? And then the other thing that I want to do is I'm going to do -- AR. I want to do 2.5 by 3.5. That's the aspect ratio I want to go for. I hope it lets us do halves, but the reason I want to do that is because that is the aspect ratio of a playing card or a trading card. So I'm trying to go for can we make some trading card artwork here with this guy, because I think he'd make a cool character for a trading card or something like that. So let's try that into the machine, okay? So once again, we're going to type imagine, okay, and we're going to paste our prompt in. Okay, we got attractive, handsome male vampire, dark pose, ghostly galleon, beautiful, okay, and no beard. And AR 2.5 by 3.5. We'll see if that works. Okay. All right. Where have we gone? Okay. Aspect ratio cannot have points in it. So 2.5 doubled is 5, right? And 3.5 doubled is 7. 5, 7. Okay. AR 5, 7. Okay. There we go. Right, we've got a pirate. Okay, right, no beard. AR7, let's go. The thing is, you don't know what it's going to be like, dear. Okay, it's dropped it at the bottom and pinged us. All right, here we go. Attractive, handsome. So he's quite blurry, actually. He's quite blurry. His face is quite obscured. So that's very interesting, but it's not. I'm going to save it. That's definitely interesting, but I don't think that that's like usable for trading card artwork, because he's much more blurred over than he could be. But the thing is probably in a lot of the language that we've used to generate him. So what we're looking at now is some images that I generated previously, and as you can probably tell, I've tried to go for ghost marshmallows, right? I've tried to go for some ghost marshmallows in a candy jar, and it's funny because it doesn't seem to know what marshmallows is, like, or at least the mathematical style that it's using to draw these. They come out very blobby. You can see they're very blobby. So yeah, here's some more. I'm just looking through these that we've got. And I mean, they're funny and they're all right, but they're not exactly what I was going for. You can see them here, And yeah, here they are. They're trying to go with this kind of candy jar feel, but they all sort of go all a bit blobby and they all sort of a bit melted and stuff. Although they are still quite cute. So what we want to try and do is we want to put an input image this time. So let's take a look at that. So here's some images I made before that are ghost marshmallows. Now I use a different AI for this, and I will probably do a video on that AI another day. But this AI clearly knows what ghost marshmallows are, which is funny. So what we want to do is we want to take these images and use them as an input. Okay, we're going to upload these ghost marshmallows to don't upload it to the Midjourney server. I'm just going to upload it to my server that nobody knows about because I've not released it to the public yet. It's a secret. Okay, I'm still making it. Okay, so if we click on this, I've copied the URL of the image. We can paste that in, and there we go. So this is the image that we're pasting here. So what we want to do, type imagine again, and now I'm going to paste in my link. This is my marshmallows, and we'll see what it does. Okay. Oh, okay. It's going. I don't know what it will do, but we'll see. Go ahead, and if there's an image that you particularly want to do, then put it in. You could probably very crappily draw something in Microsoft Paint, and then it would more nicely draw something for you using itself, I suspect. This is looking very strange. All right, here it is. So once again, it's completely gone for blobbiness. It just goes for blobbiness. Apart from this one, which actually looks quite cute. So we'll save that. So what I'd like to do next is one of my YouTube friends, their kind of image and their logo is a blue cat that plays video games. So funnily enough, that actually seems like a really good thing to put into this machine. So I've written out realistic bright blue cat playing with video game controller, retro vibes. I just felt like we needed some retro vibes in there, and 16:9 as well. So I think that would be interesting to see what that is, what that comes out like. Here we are. And you can go and subscribe to my friend Yara as well, who is the blue cat. You can go and subscribe to them while we wait for this render to come in. Okay, let's take a look. That's actually not too bad. Okay, well, the top two, the cat is the video game controller, which is quite wrong, I guess. But they're not too bad, are they? They're not too bad. There's something slightly wrong with all of them, but I do think, yeah, the retro vibes has really added something to it. It's given it that kind of retro pastel colors. So yeah, that's actually really cool. I'm not sure how usable that is as a logo because it's slightly weird, but yeah, I'm pretty impressed with that. Don't forget to save everything. Okay. So while we're on the topic of my friends on YouTube, I'm gonna do one of my other YouTube friends is called Not So Livid, and that is an interesting thing to put into a machine like this because we're not putting in not space livid. We're putting in his username. So let's put in his username. Okay, so I'm literally just gonna type Not So Livid, all one word, as his username, and then I just put logo after it, because before we were writing all of these really lengthy prompts, but I just want to see what it does for a logo for him, I suppose. Okay, that is vastly too minimalistic. There's nothing there, basically. That is, like, it really had no idea what I was talking about there, which is interesting. When you write your prompts, you want to think about how you can draw out the best of the machine, especially because you've only got limited prompts for free. And we did not do anything to draw any creativity out of it there. It's just gone. Okay, here's some colors. They're nicely shaded. But other than that, what I would do is I'd have to take that top left one there and then superimpose it over one of these other ones. But yeah, as logos go, that is pretty useless. But I wanted to see what would happen if we didn't put very much text prompt in, and I think that we've answered that we should probably put. Alright, so I'm just going to finish up with one more, and my dad came up with a big, small, rough, smooth, hot, cold, monochrome rainbow. So let's see if it can do something of that type, or if it's just going to freak. So a big, small, rough, smooth, hot, cold, monochrome rainbow. Let's go. This person's done life, plus depressed, plus man, plus single. AKA everybody using this bot. Oh, come on, don't be sad. Where's my rainbow? That's actually really pretty. That's actually really nice. It's very strange. Obviously, it's gone off and done its own thing. But yeah, I really like that. It looks like it looks really nice. Well done. I like that. I'm not sure if it's big, small, rough, smooth, hot, cold or anything. But yeah, it kind of evokes that feeling. All right, that's it then. So we've generated some really cool things. We've made some really cool ideas. I think that it does handle landscapes better once we start getting into, people and animals. Maybe it's a bit more odd, but overall, I'm really happy with everything that we've generated here, and I suggest you go and have a look yourself and type in some fun things. And we've still not ran out of uses. So yeah, definitely give it a go. Okay, and let me know, and share your pictures with me as well, because I want to see them, because it's exciting, isn't it? Okay, bye bye.